Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is November 29th, 2021. This is episode 445. I think I'll have to check that on my records. Hope everybody's doing really well out there. It's been quite a while since I've done an actual comic book review, but I did make it to the comic store a couple days ago. As you know, or if you've been following my channel, my life's been topsy-turvy as we've been moving out of state. We sold a perfectly great turnkey house and bought a fixer-upper, and we haven't even started fixing up it yet. We spent a lot of time trying to find an apartment. We got it finally. So we're moving along, having trouble finding furniture because there's a lot of shortages out there, and unfortunately, well, we're doing okay. Finally got a table, and that was important. So I'm just using my portable drawing board here, and I'm reviewing Moon Knight #4 from Marvel. Comes in at a whopping $3.99, and on the cover here we see Tigra, who guest stars in this issue, and I think she might be around in the next issue as well, with Moonlight showing them all chewed up right behind them. Both of them look kind of chewed up here. This depiction does not happen within the story, but both these characters are in the story, I'll give you that much. It is a Steve McNiven cover, I can see that. And nice composition on it, as they're on a rooftop with a full moon behind them. So I've really been enjoying the Jed McKay arc on this. I don't know if it's going to be 5 stories or 6 issues. I'm not sure which one, but each one is a complete episode with an underlying subplot. And the subplot's very interesting. We're still not knowing who the mysterious man, Mr. X, is, but he seems to be driving he's trying to wreck Moonlight's life right now. So we've had a number of run-ins with other people, other villains in the first 3, and this is no different in this one. We come across someone named Rampage, who got in a fight with someone named Jigsaw. So starting off, we do get this ad for Iceman. You can see him in the background. It's really glary. I'm sorry. I'll try to adjust my legs as much as possible. But it actually has a scan thing here, and it's for a music video from Almost Monday called Cool Enough, and it was okay. I actually did watch it. Not bad. It could have been worse. It could have been more cringe, but it was okay. I don't know what it has to do with Iceman other than the word cool is in the title of the song. So starts off, we see Moonlight creeping out at 6 p.m. He's not available during the day. He comes out of his esophagus. I'm sorry, it's not the word. Is it esophagus? That's like your throat. The Egyptian word for coffin, sarcophagus, something like that. Okay, I know you know what you mean. So what's nice about this, we do get an introduction to who Moonlight is, short brief, and then we get a synopsis of what has happened so far about his run with the vampires, his run-in with Dr. Badur, who is the Hunter's Moon, and the name of this particular story is Blackmail. Like I'd mentioned before, Jed McKay is the writer. Alessandro Capicchio, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is the artist and does a very nice job. Rochelle Rosenberg is the color artist, and the letterer is by VC's Corey Pettit, and the cover artist is Steve McNiven, with colors by Frank Darnamata. So I'm hoping I said all those names right. If I didn't, I apologize. So of course we can start off with Moonlight talking about his life, what's going on with it with this therapist. Now we don't know what the background behind this therapist is, but she believes that Moonlight's not telling her everything. She has appeared in every one of these issues for this mini arc, mini series, and just kind of a foil to Moonlight's. What do you want to say? He's a little bit. He's withholding. he talks about a lot of things, but he still holds back on a lot of things. And we also find out in this issue that he had a daughter, which might have been revealed in another issue, but this is the first I've known about it. So it was a revelation to me. So you can see the art in here is very good. They talk a little bit. Meanwhile, there is another criminal afoot I'd mentioned before. His nickname is Rampage. Apparently, he did help the Punisher for a while, and now he's on his own, being prompted by someone else who will not know who it is, but he's the man in the dark who we all have been seeing throughout this whole arc. So, using a lot of computers, he has zapped into Mark Spector's accounts, Mark Spector being Moon Knight, and is all set to steal millions of dollars or destroy them, basically just get rid of them to make Moon Knight a poor superhero, and will not be able to keep doing his midnight mission, which maintains the safeties of the streets and travelers thereof in those streets. We get an quick ad by the real Chapeau welcomes you, and I guess it's some resort with Kate Bishop in Hawkeye. Whether or not this is going to be any good, I don't know. But I'll give you a blurb there. You can, if you're watching on your PC, you can go ahead and pause here and read what it's all about. And it doesn't look too appealing to me, as it looks to be like someone's fantasy of their slice of life of going to a spa. Okay, so back in our story, Tigra shows up and meets Reese, the teenage vampiress that's working for Moonlight, because the hours are exactly working for her, since she can only be out at night as well. So Tigra and Moon Knight were part of the West Coast Avengers, and Tigra is kind of pushing Moon Knight to show his true face. So they say, no, I keep this on for the safety of all, so no one knows who I am. It's my anonymity that's keeping my friends and those close to me safe. So that's understandable. And you can see like that. This is where he starts getting harassed by Rampage, and he tells him, I want you to do, Moonlight, I want you to do whatever I say, and if you don't, I'm going to start destroying your millions. And he destroys $1 million right off the bat, just to show he can do it. So he has told Moon Knight to go after Jigsaw, who has sliced up Rampage's face. I believe his name is Steve Grant in real life. So he goes ahead, and we get some nice action scenes. There's been good action in all these. Here's an ad for Life Day, which is supposed to be Christmas. They don't want to talk about Christmas. So those that are in charge of Star Wars, Kevin Scott, Justina Ireland, Jodie Hauser, Steve Orlando, they've come up with Life Day. It's kind of a festivus for the rest of them. Anyway, we get back to Moonlight. He breaks into Jigsaw's headquarters. The fight ensues. We get some nice drawing here. Some very nice art, action art. And Moon Knight disposes of all the henchmen pretty easily and faces up with a finale with Jigsaw. We don't really see what happens to Jigsaw. We assume that he is taken down. But because Rampage has set up his headquarters near an outside festival that's going on, an ethnic festival, they're able to track down which one it is. Reese is real good with the phone stuff, so Moonlight zeroes in on Rampage and basically takes him down, as you can see. No big fight here. He's also, I guess, somehow stopped Rampage from destroying his millions. Or he just kind of says, I'm a changed man. I'm a holy priest. A priest does not care about money. Go ahead. I'll still be a priest. I am a priest. And this is not to Rampage's liking, but it's over for him. Okay, and so we finally get this final touching scene where Mark Spector reveals a lot about Moonlight and himself, and shows Tigra his face and why he doesn't. Another reason why he doesn't like to show it. He keeps it covered because it's very important that he himself does not see his own reflection. And so he does, because I guess he cares about Tigra quite a bit, because he does show his face here. We get to see the face of Moon Knight, who was dead and resurrected as Moon Knight, and now is on his own. He was the fist of Kanoshu, something like that, and now he is a vigilante on his own. So I do have issue number 5. I will be doing a review of that. I hope you've been enjoying this one. By the way, I did finally see Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and it's not very good. I know I'm real late to the party on that. I saw it on Disney Plus, and I just want to say that the story that they were telling there was not nearly as good as the current one, or the last arc, I should say, Brothers and Sisters, Shang-Chi, which I thought was outstanding, a really good 5-issue series. The current one, it's Shang-Chi versus the Marvel Universe, has been fun, but the other one was much more deep, and I thought that would have made a decent movie. Somehow I just can't picture Awkwafina as being some kind of superhero archer. It just doesn't work for me, and the jokes in it were awful. They just fell flat. Boy, it just wasn't funny. There's nothing there to make you even chuckle. So yeah, I do not recommend Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I do recommend Shang-Chi and the arc called Brothers and Sisters. It should be available by now. It came out earlier this year. All right, so thank you for stopping in and listening to my review of Moon Knight number 4, and a quick brief Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings movie review. Not very in-depth, but that's what you get from me. So please subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to try to get my schedule up to where I can get more reviews out. It's still busy packing new driver's license and everything else, so a lot of stuff going on. Please leave comments if you wish. I am also writing a novel currently. I'm working on a comic book. The novel can be seen on Booksie.com, Booksie, BOOKSIE.com, and the name is Alliance of Strangers, Raiders of Kallneer. And I added a map too that's up on DeviantArt. You can get the address for that off the Booksie, so you can kind of follow along our heroes as they trace across the continent. All right, so thanks for listening to me babble on. It has been a long time since I talked to you, but I'll leave some links in the if I remember, in the text down below as well. Take care, more to come. This is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes bidding you adieu.